Oh, so I think I'm going to take a mental health day today. Yeah, we don't get mental health days out here. Actually, I am, though. I did oversleep a little bit. When my alarm went off, I must have bumped. See, I've got this thing where I've got my watch paired with my phone, and when the alarm goes off on the phone, it also goes off on my watch. But it's got a bad design in that all I have to do is tap this button right here once the alarm goes off, and it cancels the alarm. It's not a snooze button. And when it went off this morning at 3 o'clock, I don't know, I must have tapped that button because the alarm never went off again. But in reality, we're running a little bit late. I did oversleep, and we are running a little bit late, but it's only like 45 minutes late. So I got to get going. I've already started my pre-trip. I just need to finish it up, and then we can get out of here and finish off our delivery. Now, if you did not watch yesterday's episode, you don't know that when we got to our delivery yesterday, they rejected the load because there was mouse poop on the load that came from the shipper. It wasn't in the trailer, it came from the shipper. So they rejected the load. We sat there for the better part of the day, and the end result is that we have to take it all the way back to Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and give it back to them. So that's what we're in the process of doing. We stopped at the very same place last night as we did the night before, coming eastbound. So we've only got a couple of hours left to go. We should be there maybe 9 o'clock. We're supposed to be there about 8, but I'm running late. What can I say? So I'm going to finish up my pre-trip, and then we will get out of here, shall we? Let's go. On a side note, it got cold last night. When I got in here, the wind was blowing hard, but it was in the 50s. The temperature was in the 50s, or at least the thermostat on the truck said it was. But it's 25 degrees now. I slept with the engine off last night, thinking it would be a comfortable temperature, and I kept waking up cold and just kind of burrowing deeper under my blankets rather than start the truck. And that's probably also what led to us sleeping in this morning. Yeah, it's 25 degrees outside, and it's downright cold. Well, here's something that's interesting. I'm doing my pre-trip. The ABS light fixed itself. Hopefully that lasts. I don't know. Yeah, no more ABS light. I've got a different check engine light, but I think that's related to the bump that we took last night that reset all the electronics. That'll probably clear on its own eventually. Let's get on out of here. Well, actually two more interesting details. My brakes were frozen, my trailer brakes, so it took a little bit of doing the dance, jockeying it back and forth to get them to free up. Then when I was about to go into the store and get supplies before we head out, they have a power outage. I mean, it was really windy last night, so something must have blown down, knocked out the power lines or something. But no supplies from here this morning. We will have to get them somewhere else en route. I knew it was too good to be true. Must have just thawed out. ABS lights back. Oh, I can't wait to get out from under this trailer. So I was only halfway joking about the mental health day. I could use one, but that's what weekends are for, right? We're only on Thursday. We've still got today, tomorrow, and Friday or Saturday to drive before we get ourselves a little bit of a break. You kind of got to be a special kind of crazy to really do this job, or at least to do it well. That's probably why there's so many of them that they'll put in their time as an OTR just to get their chops and get the experience, and then they go somewhere local or they go just do something completely different, because it's not an easy job. It takes a special kind of crazy to do this job, because of the intense isolation and the crazy hours and the lack of sleep, and just the lunacy of everything that we have to put up with on a daily basis. We are back in Mechanicsburg. I completely forgot to film anything between where we woke up and here, but I'm sure I'll get some later on. We've got our next we've sort of got our next load. It hasn't been officially dispatched to us, but I got a tracking link from C.H. Robinson that I haven't yet to open up, so we will open it up in real time and see how that goes. We have my loads, no loads, active load, no active load. So I don't know why I got the tracking link, but I'll reach out to my dispatcher, let them know that we're docked and being unloaded, and go from there. So see y'all in a few. So the C.H. Robinson request apparently was an oops from my dispatcher. He inadvertently assigned that to me. But I've also got another tracking request from yet another app. Why can't they just all use the same app? Why can't they just integrate with the ELD systems? Why do I have to install all of these damn apps? It's like everybody has their own app now. And I hate installing software on my phone that I'm not in charge of. I'm very particular about what this one wants me to put a picture on my profile. No. Okay, I can turn my location off, but I have to set my location to always on. So where are we going? We are going to pick up in Shekel. I don't know how that's pronounced. Schuyl-Kill. I think it's Shekel or Schuykel or Schuylkill Haven, Pennsylvania. Which doesn't look like it's very far from here. I'm not really sure. And then delivering in Buffalo, New York. Let's see the pickup details. Yeah, Shekel Haven, Pennsylvania. Anywhere between 10 and 2. And then delivering tomorrow is the 1st, yes. Happy leap year day, by the way, guys. It is the 29th. So all of y'all lucky youngsters that only celebrate your birthday every 4 years, happy birthday. Must be nice to be only a quarter of your actual age. So yeah, that delivers tomorrow. It doesn't have an appointment time. Probably they will assign the appointment time once I've actually made the pickup, because it'll be based off of that. So that's our next trip. But they haven't really started unloading us yet. We're docked, we're checked in, but at this moment we're just sitting pretty. I'm gonna hop in the back and start working on the next video, because I don't know how long we're gonna be here. I haven't had breakfast yet. I did not stop anywhere on the way to get supplies. I've got a couple of things in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, that I can snack on. That'll last us until we get loaded and can get underway. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Well, I think we're empty at this point. He hasn't brought the paperwork out to me yet, but I think that'll be coming very soon. And we can get out of here. It is almost noon. It is lunchtime. I haven't yet programmed my GPS, but I need to stop somewhere and use the facilities. And get some food. But I'll let you know when we're on the road. Here he comes. Told you it'd be soon.
Return?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was you, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
They said it was mouse poop on the pallets. So
it looked like they didn't even rip it out.
Well, there was a couple. I mean, obviously the front pallets were slightly different. Were different set of noodles, so they must have pulled at least a few of them off.
I see the couple.
But yeah, they said it happened before too. Yeah.
Well, it's not me every time.
Yeah.
It's just like now. I mean, not these. Since yesterday, they told us to take a flashlight and look through them, load every freaking skid. So it's taking us like 2.5, maybe 3 hours to load a damn truck. It's not our fault there's fucking mice in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you can sign that.
Oh, I gotta sign it. Okay. There we go. Yep.
You sign up for the job and then say, in the description they say, oh,
you may have to check for mouse poop.
So it is what it is.
It is.
Safe travel. Nice seeing you again.
Thanks. Have a good one. Yeah, he's right. It's not his fault. I didn't blame him. It happens, especially sometimes companies just don't do a good job of keeping the pests away. Most likely, all those pallets will go back and be cleaned out, be repacked, and be shipped again. I agreed with it. When I went into the back yesterday, I didn't see any evidence of mice. So I guess either the receivers are just really finicky about it, or it was on pallets that I just couldn't see and that he couldn't see. And I guess they're going to have to rewrap everything. It's going to drive them nuts. But if they do have a mouse problem, having all these loads rejected and returned and having to repack everything and check everything over and over and over again, eventually that's going to cost them enough money that whoever's in charge of the facilities makes some changes and gets rid of the mouse problem. Which I know from experience is not an easy thing to fix. So it's, I don't fault them for having an issue. It's unfortunate that they do. But I've let my dispatcher know we're empty. We should be dispatched soon. I will get it programmed into the GPS, and then hopefully we'll have enough time to stop by someplace on the way there. On the way to the shipper. We've got until 2 o'clock to be there. So, and I've got to use the bathroom. So we are, in fact, not at a truck stop, and we are not at our next pickup. And the reason for that is that our load was canceled. I left before we were officially dispatched. So I didn't know this when we were leaving, but I'm glad I left anyways. But I got a call from my dispatcher minutes before I even hit the highway to let me know that, of course, he needed our paperwork from the delivery. And I said, okay, I'll send it to you as soon as I get to the pickup. And he's like, don't go, because that load had been canceled, and I just wasn't informed about it. So we're at Walmart, and I took this opportunity to do some grocery shopping, much needed grocery shopping. Stuff's gotten expensive. I don't know if it's just where we're at. I mean, we're in Pennsylvania, we're in the Northeast. Stuff's expensive here. But I must have spent, how much did I spend? $130. And it all fits right there. Now, granted, I bought some steaks, and I bought some more pork chops, and I bought a couple of other items that were a little bit on the pricier side. Nuts. For whatever reason, nuts are expensive. But I didn't buy $130 worth of groceries. I bought maybe $80 worth of groceries. But it cost me $130. The steaks by themselves, just 2 New York strip steaks, were $25 before tax. Which is outrageous. That's just absolutely insane that steaks have gotten that expensive. That same package of steaks a year ago would have been like $15. Maybe it's the area. I mean, we are Northeast Pennsylvania. Stuff's more expensive up in this area. But geez, $130, $25 for 2 steaks. It's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. Time to buy Bitcoin. Let's see. So from here, I don't know what we're doing next. We're sitting here. I'm going to put my groceries away. I bought some lunch as well. And we'll see what we do next. Well, it looks like we've got our load. We are picking up about 60 miles north of here in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. And then coming back down south and going to the Costco in Monrovia, Maryland, which I think we've been to recently. I'll have to look back at that, but I'm pretty sure we've been there very recently. I remember talking about Monrovia. I'm not 100% sure it was Costco, but I think it was. So I don't know what we're picking up. The name of the pickup location is NBTY. The address doesn't come up in Trucker Path, so I don't know what it is. Zooming in on it. It looks like it shouldn't. Oh, Nestle Health Science, formerly NBTY. So whatever that is, that's where we're going. Looks like it should be fairly easy to get in there. It's a warehouse, and there's a bunch of warehouses around it, so there's definitely truck entries. So, and then we will be taking that to Costco. It's a short run, 100 and something, 90 miles of deadhead and only 200 miles driving loaded. We have not been getting good loads this week, folks. I mean, it was back and forth between here in Mechanicsburg and wherever it was that we went in New York. I don't even remember where it was now. But we went there. That was 300 miles for a full day. And then, of course, we had to come back. That was another 300 miles. And basically, that used up the rest of that day and part of today. And now we're going to go 90 miles, do a pickup, and only 200 miles coming backwards. So that's a grand total of 300 miles. Why are we doing 300-mile days? That's ridiculous. It's a waste of... It's going to be a small check this week for this week. We did get our settlement statement for last week's. It's respectable, but this week's is going to suck. I think. So I've got it loaded into the GPS. We got to make a run for it. It is 2 o'clock now. An hour and a half to get there. We got plenty of time. It's a 5 o'clock appointment, but we'll be there in plenty of time and maybe get in early. I don't know where we'll park after that, but we shall see. See you on the flip side. Park it before I go check in. We're fairly early still, so before I go check in, I'm going to sweep out the trailer because it's a little dirty, the last place. I just realized I keep 2 straps in the back of my trailer. They're not here. They disappeared, and they were there when I bumped the dock at the last place, so they kept my straps. Oh well, it happens. This is just dust. Okay, we are checked in, but unfortunately they're not ready for us yet. The appointment's not till 5 o'clock. What time is it? It's 3 something? Yeah, 4 o'clock. So they said there's just a couple of pallets that they're still staging, and they will call us as soon as it's ready. It's chilly out. Well, it's not so cold as it is windy. It's very windy right now, so I'm gonna wait in the truck for their phone call. Alright, we're going to door 10. that's it. We're docked. Okay, folks, we are loaded. 10,000 pounds of vitamins and supplements and stuff. Going to Costco. It's the Kirkland brand. Full truckload, but they're very short pallets and they go all the way to the door. So obviously we can't get out this way, I don't think. But we'll come down here and turn around. The bill of lading is ginormous. Must be 30 pages. Could have left a little more room for turning around. Anyways, I've got a truck stop dialed in. We've actually still got quite a bit of time left on our clock. We've got 4.5 hours to go, and that's on the regular clock. But that's because that's because I overslept this morning. I slept in. I'm not going to do that tomorrow. I'm not going to run out the entire clock. I've got a truck stop dialed in about an hour south of here that should hopefully have parking. Apparently has a couple of showers. I might have to pay for a shower because it's not a Pilot or a Loves. It's another Ovno or whatever. What is it? Onvo or Ovno? And what in the world does it mean? I'd like to know if anybody knows the answer to that. Put it down in the comments. But anyways, that's where we're headed. We should be there in about an hour. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Something's wonky with the GoPro. Won't take voice commands. So we have made it. We got the last stop, or the last spot that wasn't a creative parking spot. There's a couple of those. There's room for a few more trucks in here, but we got the very last real spot. See this novel here? This is our bill of lading. They are not usually this thick. And of course we got 2 copies of it. It's 30 pallets, 460 total packages. I feel like there's a page, maybe there's a page for every pallet, or multiple pages for every pallet. I don't know, it's ridiculous. I have only ever once or twice, I think a couple of times, I've had what they call e-bills, which are essentially paperless. This is one of those times where I wish I had an e-bill, because this is ridiculous. I can't fit it in my little pocket folder thingamajig. I mean, I guess it sort of fits in there, but it's crazy to carry this much, to waste this much paper, because you know what I'm going to do with this. When I get to the delivery, one copy goes to the receiver, and the other copy stays with me, which I hope to God that, because I have to scan in or take a picture of each page individually to send to my dispatcher so that we can get paid, I hope to God they don't make me take pictures of every single page. I'll be here for a week doing that. I've had to do that once before where they needed every page. And it's ridiculous. But anyways, we are here. We're in, I don't know where we are. Do I ever know where I am? I don't ever know where I am. We are in a place that has a truck stop that was nearly full and is somewhere, I think we are still in Pennsylvania. Yes, we are still in Pennsylvania. We're north of Mechanicsburg. We are in Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. So there ain't much to it. That's pretty much it. There's you know, it's an Exxon. They've got a couple of new fuel aisles. Obviously the truck fuel islands are over that way, and it's still under construction. They've got 2 of them open, but most of them are still closed. So I'm gonna go inside. Supposedly this place has showers that I can pay for. I need one. I haven't had a shower in several days at this point, because of just the weirdness of the last load, and the fact that there really aren't a whole lot of pilots or Flying J's up in this area that have any significant amount of parking, or Loveses that have significant amount of parking, and especially not at 7 o'clock at night. There's no way I'd be able to get into one of those without reserving a spot. And I suppose I could have reserved a spot, but I didn't. No, I'm not going to bother with that. I should be conserving that more. And I honestly prefer to park at the mom and pops, considering the fact that we have been operating on such a light schedule lately with these short ass loads. I ought to be just stopping en route to take showers, and I think maybe I'll do that tomorrow if there's time. And there probably will be, but I need a shower because I'm kind of feeling it. Be glad you can't smell me through that through the camera. Okay, he's leaving, but there's another truck behind him. Anyways, I'm gonna go inside, and then I am going to go to bed. It's cold outside, and hopefully the truck will idle all night. It's still finicky as to when it wants to idle. I have not established a 100% guaranteed way to get it to idle. Now, I can get it to idle more often than not lately, but some nights it just won't do it. I don't know why. Hopefully tonight is not one of those nights, because it's cold outside. It's already below freezing, and it's only 7:30. It's not even 7:30, 7:15. So it's probably going to get a lot colder, and I'm going to need heat. But I'll let you know tomorrow in our next video, in the next episode of Touching Grass OTR. We shall find out if Jim froze to death tonight. Or maybe you won't. If there's never another video, then it's because I froze to death. But you won't find out about that because I won't even have had a chance to edit this video. I will just disappear because I will have frozen to death. But no, I'm not going to freeze to death. I've got all kinds of stuff to keep me warm in here, and I can always just wake up periodically, start the engine, and it'll run for a couple of hours at least on its own before I have to start it again. So I'm not too worried about it, but I am worried about getting a shower. So good night, everybody. Have a great time. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey there. So this is what a $10 shower looks like. Got a basic sink, toilet, chair, dirty laundry, and a not particularly clean shower, but it'll get the job done. And that's all I care about is it got hot water. That's all that matters.